Hey there, welcome back. So, I started to record another session yesterday, and I was in the middle of recording. We had done a mission for the pirates, and then we were doing this mission, which is an extremely tough mission. You can see it's 3.5 stars, and it's the dreaded attack and defend mission, one where there's 3 waves coming and you gotta go destroy their base before, which will stop the additional waves from coming. And of course, my first attempt failed, and then I was midway through my second attempt, which was going fantastic. And then while I was in the middle of all that, my computer started to play some wonky sounds, and then everything blue screened of death, and it hard rebooted on me. So I lost the video because, I was actively recording. That was lost. The save file was lost. Everything was lost.
Command interface initiated.
But here I am. I'm actually at the restart of the... So this was the mission that I was doing really well. But it's back at like turn 1. You can see round 2. So it's way back in the beginning. And so this is the base that I'm defending. And then way out here is the base I need to destroy. There's 3 buildings. And they are surrounded by at least 4 or 5 turrets. There's a lot. And the first time I did this, I did what we did last time. I split up my team. I sent 2 of them down the road this way. And the idea was not to stay on the road, of course, but to go down through the woods here and attack the base. So it was more or less it's a direct route to the base. And then I left 2 behind to defend. What ended up happening was a squad of 4 attacked me here, and another squad of 4 attacked me over here. And this squad of 4 over here, there was so many of them, and they were so heavy in the mech department. There was 3 Wolverines I was up against, and I basically had to stop and fight them. And then what ended up happening was, out of all people, the Medusa, or Cataphract, ended up getting destroyed. And it was by a light mech, of all people, because you know how annoying those light mechs are. Ended up destroying me. So then I went and reset the mission, and I got this one, which I saved, because I didn't save at all. I was so engrossed in the mission, I never saved anywhere along the way. So this time around, I saved it. And the reason I saved it is because this Black Knight is a really rare mech. It's not that good, but it's rare. So if I can, take out both of his legs or something, he's actually worth getting. Now, with that being said, there's him, and then, I know it's hard to see, but there's a little dude here. Those are the only 2 on this entire area. Remember last time I told you there was 4? There's only 2. And then there's maybe 3 or 4 over here. I never found out. And what happened was I was able to bull rush straight up here through this little bit of rubble, and I was coming up this way to attack those buildings. There's at least 1 tower here and 1 turret there, and it was like 3 turns left to go in the round before wave 1 arrived. So I was ignoring the turrets and just rushing in to destroy these buildings, and that's when it crashed on me. So I do have some experience on this, and I also know that if I kill this guy and this guy, it's a wide open path to get up to here. So with that being said, here's what I do. So I chose... this guy moved up. He's here. Basically, we chose to melee him. And I have, for example,
Commander.
Decker here with his rockets, and then I have YouTuber, and I think I had YouTuber melee this guy.
Engaging physical attack.
And last time, we literally destroyed him outright.
Enemy mech damage detected.
Yes, Commander.
Because that guy has... he had chevrons or evasion things. Like, he looked like this. And so by kicking him like that, we took all of his evasion away, which is good. Because now we could hit him at 75%, or we can hit this one at 95%. So... I mean, he's rare and he looks badass.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Okay, so... we can... maybe I can look at him later, but
Yep.
I gotta make a very strong decision. What I did last time, I stayed behind, and my attitude was, you know what, I'm gonna just fight. I'll just fight all 3 waves. I have a laser dude, and I have a melee dude. I'm not gonna run out of ammunition with them, and we could just, you know, fight our way through all 3 waves. But then I realized there's only 2 of these, because these 2 both eventually went down, and then I bull rushed. My thought process is maybe I should start bull rushing now. The one thing I will tell you is that there are mechs over here, and they are coming up this way. And then what they start to do is, they notice that I'm in here, they start to come up, and they like stand behind this hill, and they just, you know, they go full Gaza on me. They're firing rockets indiscriminately into the area, and without the bubble to protect me, they're just going to constantly shoot rockets. So that's the dilemma I have here. The bubble is important, but if I just go now, and there you can see I can run a heck of a lot further, the bubble can move a little quicker. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to try that strategy.
Standing by.
And same with Behemoth. Here you can see I'm really running fast. The bubble can't even keep up with me. That's one of them. And the turrets do help.
Hell yeah.
Now we're on a new round. So this guy is the threat, even though this one's the annoying one. He just hit me a lot on the side here. I can't afford to be hit like that too much more. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore him, even though he's knocked down.
Good to
Well,
go.
here we go. Maybe I can just shoot with him. Since he is knocked down, let's finish him off, right? Because he is annoying. And either way, one of us had to spend an action on him. And then now I can focus on... I would like to stand in the forest, but here you can see I can't. So what I'm going to do is at least go back this way. Point to him. Get my other side pointing towards him. And here you can see I got a nice 70%er. One of the YouTube viewers, one of you, told me, spend these points. Quit being so stingy. Well, I get a +1 to my accuracy when this thing is above 50%. And to be honest, that's the best thing you can get. The only other thing I can do is I can increase my defense here, or I can spend 30 resolve to target him. So a 5% headshot sucks. I can try to do leg shots, right? At 30%, it is going to fire twice. So I gotta succeed both times. So, I mean, we can try it. It's just I have a very strong feeling I'm going to miss.
All weapons committed.
And actually, I did hit him with both shots. It didn't knock him over, though. Didn't destroy it.
Orders.
And then here, I can slow down and shoot at him while I'm moving. In fact, I got a behind the back opportunity. And here you can see there's one of those mechs. But in all honesty, if I want to take out this base, I do have to run. I have to ignore what's happening.
Just running. Got it.
Yes, Commander.
And she can't wait for him.
Affirmative.
Alright, so that's our turrets helping us out. That's him making short work of my blackjack.
Warning. Armor breached.
I mean, the Black Knight
Internal
is...
damage.
It is quite nice. This is another one of our turrets, barely hitting him.
Picked up a blip. Ah, damn.
So it looks like there's two vehicles and a mech. Alright, so I will not live much longer if I don't get forest to protect me. So I can go over here and get into the forest at least. I could try to do a precision strike again, but I think we just need to take this guy down because he's hitting me pretty hard. And look at all of his... He's high energy, the Black Knight.
All weapons committed.
Alright, so we got his right arm destroyed.
Enemy mech. Critical damage
What's up, boss?
detected.
Gonna move into the forest with him as well. And it looks like we took out the PPC and a medium laser. So here I can maybe aim for the shoulder, which would take off his arm. Maybe get rid of some more. Here you can see I did hit him in the leg with my UAC. Sure, let's try the leg. I hit him a lot, but it didn't knock him out.
Yeah.
And here, I clearly have a angle on his rear. If I want to... We're on round 4. We have 6 rounds left. I can spend a whole round beating him up. But as you can see, even with a run, this is 6 rounds left. Then it'll be 5 rounds left. 4 rounds left. Maybe 3 rounds left by the time I get here. Like, I feel like I have to help. It's a really large dilemma. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to reserve. Alright, so we got some help. He's doing something. He didn't shoot. We got lucky. Where did he go? Oh, did he turn his back to us? He did. Oh, we confused him by being so far up this way. Wow.
Ready for orders.
Alright, so I could run up and shoot the turrets. I'm doing much better than last time. I had 3 rounds remaining. And what I did was I hit the run button and I ran all the way up to here. And this is when the game crashed on me. I ran to here. So in doing so, I'm putting myself at the mercy of these 2 turrets. And I know there's 2 turrets back here that are also going to shoot at me. The idea is okay, I get here, then I have 5 rounds left to destroy 3 buildings. Because from here I can walk in and at least start hitting these buildings. Or, if I really wanted to, I can slow down a little bit, take a shot at one of these turrets. I probably won't destroy the turret. And that's the dilemma, right? I take a shot at a turret, and then it's going to take me another whole round to get to here. So I'm basically going to lose a round. So I am gonna rush. We're gonna bull rush straight to there.
Confirmed. They got a lot
So they got
on
rid of
me.
2 of my chevrons. Another chevron. Another one. That was one of the trucks or mechs. Alright, so we are... It's our turn again, and we have his back. Holy crap, do we have his back. We are doing a rear attack, which is funny, because his armor actually is damaged in the front. But we're going to damage him hard, especially a UAC in the back. I mean, we've seen how this has gone in the past. Let's try it.
All weapons
And I miss!
committed.
Oh, come on, I was so excited about that.
Standing by.
I was so excited. Oh, come on.
I copy.
I mean, look, even in the back with the rockets was too much for him. Now, I do have to say, having the archer has that missilery. Remember that module? It makes the LRMs focus on a center spot, and that's the reason why you take them down so quick. All those LRMs were hit in the same exact location. So they penetrated the armor, and then just went right to the juicy core. And the only thing that sucks is we're only going to get 1/3 of a module of him. But it's very rare. It's hard to find a Black Knight. I can count on the times one hand the amount of times I've come across a Black Knight, and this is a Black Knight 2, which is even better. Alright, so this one, the whole point of the Medusa is to support. So I'm going to come up with him exactly like it suggests, and we're going to shoot the turrets. So that's one less turret to shoot at us.
That one's gone.
Orders.
And then this one, yeah, we got to come in and take out some buildings.
Copy that.
So this one only has 100 health, 150, 150. And yeah, we got some turrets that I could probably take some time on, but let's go after the building first. Let's see how well we do.
Target in flight.
Yeah, not even enough to take out 100. Although my MGs weren't close enough,
Got a sensor lock on.
they would have done more damage. We're going to have to take a couple shots. Well, they're even using a flamer on me.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Alright, so we're all the way back here. Here you can see there are 3 of them. And I could probably start to work my way towards them.
Full throttle.
Get my heat to go down a little.
Ready for orders.
Decker could hit him. Like right here, this blue bar is his range. So I'm just going to have Decker run towards them as well. Oh, there's a rifleman. We want one of those.
Receiving you.
Alright. Yes, we want to move up,
Location
get
confirmed.
closer, take out a turret. I know I gotta take out the buildings, which is an option. We have 4 rounds to do so. Let's take out the turrets,
Confirmed.
because they're annoying.
Target destroyed.
They just took out one of our turrets. Those jerks.
What's up, boss?
Now, I can go in and finish off these buildings, but part of me is like, you know what? I have 4 rounds. Let's take out a turret. I think it is what I'm gonna do.
Got it.
Oh no! It didn't work! That's one of our turrets. There's 1, 2, I see 4 vehicles here. I should just focus on the buildings. Okay, new round. I'm actually going to be able to shoot him with an 80%. That was excellent.
Orders?
Decker's going to be able to do this. Well, actually, I want Decker to move closer.
Moving to position. Now let's see how you handle this.
Alright, we just knocked him down. Even better.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, keep moving in.
Coordinates received.
So that guy's only got slightest bit of health left. I will do this one because it's going to help me get some of my heat back. So we're going to finish that guy off. We are at 3 rounds left with three buildings still remaining. And yeah, my lesson is to quit dicking around. I do need to get some chevrons built so I
On
can
my
just
way.
avoid. That one is close to dead. This is at 150. Let's see how we do.
Locking on target.
Yeah. We're in trouble now.
I've been sensor locked.
Oh, that
Jerk.
hit meat.
So he disappeared on us.
Receiving you. On my way. I've got a sensor lock. I've been sensor locked. Standing by.
Alright, we gotta focus on the buildings now. I can shut off my big stuff. This guy has 26 health left. So I can shut everything off and just the coil L.
I'm on it.
There we go. That'll let him cool down a little. I should probably save it. Alright, then Behemoth here. You can see we do 50 damage plus some stuff. We weren't quite able to do the 150. I need to get away from his MGs.
Roger that.
Right, so this one has 150. That's only 16. We'll go ahead and... I mean, I could shoot at the 150, but I'm not going to finish it off. That's the problem.
Locking on target.
Yeah, it's going to be just not enough again. So that was our turret
Light damage.
hitting their
Holding firm.
vehicle. Of course, that's... Once I get up here, I am going to be target central.
Got it.
So we can shoot the narc. Alright, we got his left leg.
Critical hit, Commander.
All weapons committed.
One vehicle destroyed.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Good to go.
Let's move in a little closer. So we know this is only 16, this is 41. That's 35. I could do 2 medium lasers, which is going to be 50.
I copy.
It takes it down.
Paid.
Receiving you.
And then I don't even think I need to turn these on.
Taking the shot.
And there we go. So the waves aren't coming. I should probably save this. And then yeah, I could even move. Let's generate some chevrons. I gotta be careful. Oh, there it is. Lose an arm.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
We didn't lose our weapon. We're gonna save it. I mean, the blackjack is just... It is tremendously weak. That is for sure.
Commander.
So here I'm gonna do a precision strike. Let's go after the other leg. Look at that. Both legs destroyed. We just got ourselves a full rifleman. We're not gonna be in a blackjack anymore. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Alright, and I know I'm putting myself in harm's way here. However, the blackjack will absolutely destroy these things. And right there, SRM carrier, he is our biggest threat. And he is no more.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Aye, aye.
Order.
Then we got this guy. We're going to charge up. Turn on all of our weapons.
I copy. Firing at full power.
Target destroyed.
Now, I was able to destroy that because I used my
Turret
machine guns. I wasn't able to use machine guns before. And then the question is what can I do about this guy? Right now, nothing. I'm going to try to run back
Alright,
the way we
full
came.
speed.
And we do have turrets that should help us. Ooh, we survived. Woo!
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
New round.
Orders.
way enough.
All weapons committed.
Still not enough. Oh no.
Commander.
Almost there, but not enough.
Standing by.
This one also not enough.
On the move. Full speed.
Warning.
Left torso.
Detecting mech warrior injury.
Standing by. Roger that.
Okay. I am almost dead with this guy. So I am going to run.
Full throttle.
Ready
That'll
for
keep
orders.
him alive. And this is the reason why I'm in range to hit him with other stuff.
I copy.
I forgot to turn on all my weapons.
And stay down.
There we go. We did it.
Mission successful.
This is my third time doing this mission. I know you guys didn't get to see the other 2 times, but oh, so we got a whole bunch of bonuses to our payments, but for this contract I went with no money. I wanted to collect stuff from the field. So the fact that there are vehicles in this one really stinks. Massive experience. And of course, massive damage. And yeah, I said I wanted to select 5 items. This one, of course, is a gem. This one here. And then it looks like we only get 2 of the riflemen. I don't know why we're not getting the 3rd one. And I could have sworn that I bought a rifleman part. Maybe this is a different variant because it's a 3N. So I didn't even get a full rifleman out of the deal. Yeah, that blows. Well, right here, SRM 6++. Although right now we're not using an SRM guy, but that is a good one to get. So we ended up getting 23 items. I feel like I got shafted a bit. Alright, so yes, we got some injuries. Oh. I didn't even get a... so... the rifleman would be a heavy, I believe. Here's the Black Knight. We got our 1 out of 3 parts. We have 2 out of 3 for the Marauder. We have 1 catapult. This is the Yager mech. This is the Thunderbolt. Oh, it tells you. I just have to hover over it. And then this is the Warhammer. That's another Cataphract. Catapult. Quick draw. So there's 2 different Thunderbolts. So we have 2 parts of this one and 1 part of that one. And right here, yep, look. I have a Rifle 3C. I have a Rifle 4D. This one is all energy weapons. And then a Rifle 3N is the one we just picked up, which looks like it's a bit balanced. Whereas the 3C has extra armor. Interesting. Well, we for sure got to repair this guy. 120 grand. There goes my whole payment. And the store. Again, we're not getting into the black market, which stinks. Where are we at here? We are currently here. We have a priority mission there. We could do a travel contract to there. There's some chemicals. Electronics. Our current contracts where we're at, we still have quite a few more. That's against the pirates. There's one against the Tarians we can do. Another one. This one we can go for lots of money.
Standing by.
So here you can see we maxed out our two important ones. So then it becomes, okay, what's better? Well, obviously the more health you have, the less chance of her dying. Indirect fire penalty is not always as good. The minus 45 minimum range, that's more helpful when you have long distance shots. But even like the medium lasers, they even have a minimum range, right? And so we'll go ahead and take one of those. And then overheat is usually not a problem with her, but we'll go ahead and take that.
Orders?
And we got him fully decked out, so he's got similar things, so maybe we just spread it across both. Getting a max sprint bonus is always nice.
Mech warrior training complete.
Good to go.
And then we have
Commander.
these guys are collecting experience as they go. I have no idea what to take with him. I'll go ahead and take that one.
Training complete.
Standing by.
Medusa, fully maxed. Get a max sprint going for him.
Confirmed, Commander.
And
Yes, Commander.
Mech warrior training complete.
and we're not fully maxed out, although I don't really need this one. And I think last time we were in this dilemma, we actually took these types of things. But I can wait. I can afford to wait. So that way I don't keep repeating myself every time I look at that and say, oh yeah, we don't need that one. This would be a nice time to actually move to another system, because I have healing I need to do. I'm still frustrated we're not in the black market. I mean, I could do this for the cool million. I've been taking mech parts, hoping I can finally make that rifleman.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
Yeah, we're losing almost $500,000 every time.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
When these ship upgrades finally finish, you can see there's still a lot of them, and some of these are 2 million each, right? So they're not going to be cheap ones. This one requires us, that's a 2 million one, and it's actually 4 million. So to get this one built, I got to build that first and then that. So that'll give me a +2 to get my medical up to 10. You can see the mech tech is 22 now. And we could, for 2 million more, get it to 26. But even that I'm holding out. And then this one, I need the Mech Bay 3. I can get it to 28. So it becomes more and more necessary when you get the assault mechs. The more complicated and heavy the mechs, the longer it takes to do upgrades and stuff, whatnot to them. I personally find the injuries are harder to recover from. This one, oh, we already talked about that one. This one here requires us to do a gamma pod, and that'll help our other guys get experience points. Yeah, and that's the 2 million one. So we got to do the 2 million one to unlock this one. So to be quite honest, this is the only one left. These two. This one's the only one left. Then I gotta do two $2 million ones. So we'll do the last of the last instead of the last of the Mohicans. It's the last of the Mocheapins. All right. I know. My kids left my house and went to college so they could get away from those types of jokes. All right. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna do it. Now here's the dilemma. I only get to pick 3, and here I only get to pick 2. I say only. I mean, it's only one more to reduce the amount of money I get. Or I can just go straight $1 million. I do want to at least be able to pick something, because let's say that rifleman shows up again, right? I don't care if we just flat out destroy it. We need just one more piece to get our rifleman. Yeah, we're going to do that. And the blackjack is still our limiting. Could I use something else besides the blackjack? I could, but right now we don't. I've been selling everything we've been getting. Maybe I could have. What you need is you need somebody that can do a ballistic weapon, right? We put our UAC-20 on it, and then we just walk around, shooting the snot out of things. The rifleman's always been in my head as the proper upgrade. And to be honest, the rifleman's not the best in the game. It's just the best next step. When we get to the assault mechs are way better. Alright, so we got some old mechs. And remember the old adage, don't ever bull rush up the middle, because they will flank you. So we're going to go around the right. The Medusa in particular wants to stay in the water, but we can get in the water on the other side.
I've got something.
Move order received.
There we go, we have contact. Right there. So I'm going to reserve.
Standing by.
Acknowledged.
That's a heavy. Whoever just shot at me.
Reporting. Minimal damage. Aye, aye.
As long as the Medusa's in water, we're in great shape. Of course, that's not in water, but I can get a shot off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And we got a Warhammer.
Confirmed.
Yes, Commander.
And here we have our Behemoth. Now remember, this is our melee guy.
Got it.
But we did intentionally have this guy's just too far behind.
Full throttle.
Commander,
And then of course Mr. Decker,
location confirmed.
95%.
Targeting for
Let's go.
I've been sensor locked.
We get YouTuber up. 90% shot on a Warhammer. I get to ignore the forest, and I'm going to ignore this. Yes, indeed. Yes, sir.
All weapons committed.
We hit with one of them. 100 damage to the juicy core. And an Orion. And of course, they're going right for the blackjack. That's the weakest. They're going right for him.
What's up, boss?
I'll get a little closer.
Roger.
That Orion definitely did a number on us, but I'm going to focus. I gotta start over.
Warning. Detecting mech warrior
That was our
injury.
weapon.
All weapons destroyed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. it, it just shows that I can't charge forward anymore with him. I did it just so I could get in range, but man, oh man, he's a medium mech in a heavy mech world. The archer's also a medium mech, but I could stay further back with him. Now, here's the strange news about this.
Initiated.
The map is the same, but the mechs are going to be different. Because when you restart mission, you get different stuff. And so, I mean, I can save the game because, I mean, I actually, a Warhammer would have been nice to get a part for. And then the other one was the Orion. And I can't remember if we had Orion parts or not.
Moving to position.
But these will be two completely different mechs now.
Location confirmed.
Moving to position.
Confirmed.
And last time we had spotted a mech by now.
Receiving you. Sensors have something.
Confirmed.
Alright, here we go. Those are 3 heavies right there. Bang, bang, bang. If they were assault mechs, they'd be over here. So we got a quick draw. See, completely different guys. There's a 70-ton, and I don't know what that is.
Standing by.
So I'll have my archer stay behind. And just go ahead and go after the quick draw. This guy, I just want to get him in the cloak. We already know I shouldn't bull rush him up. And of course, they go after the archer now, because he's the weakest one in their range. I didn't get to catch who that was. Oh, that looks like the quick draw moved away from us. I'm in the water, which makes shooting all this stuff much more fun.
All weapons fired.
Standing by.
And you know her, she needs to get up close and personal. But I don't want other mechs to be able to shoot at her. Grasshopper. Which is a crappy mech. You could save scum this
Holding.
until you get the rifleman you're looking for or whatever. Ooh. Who was that?
Barely hit.
I think that was another dragon, wasn't it? Thunderbolt. We don't know what that one is yet.
Receiving you. Firing full salvo.
I'm gonna wait for him.
Yeah.
I can't quite get up and punch.
Roger that. Take that.
Good to go. Copy that.
I'm not gonna get in range.
Full throttle.
Blackjack. They go right after the blackjack.
Damage minimal.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Oh, there it is. I can't like.
Warning. Armor
getting even in range.
Damage.
Oh, damn it. Oh, that hit me in the meat.
Alright, so I can get in range now. Can hit that guy. Let's go for the 95%.
All weapons committed.
And he's gone.
Enemy mech
That was actually beautiful.
Ready for orders.
That was very beautiful. I'm gonna stay back.
On it.
That one ignores cover. Interesting. We gotta get... I can do a melee shot against him or him. Ooh, that's a tough choice. I'm gonna go for the Thunderbolt.
On my way. Targeting for physical
I mean,
attack.
you can't argue with beauty. Did I just kill him?
Enemy down.
I did. Oh my goodness. I just took down a heavy that way. One of my ammos exploded. Alright, I need to generate stuff from my coil.
Confirm.
Now, one of the reasons I didn't go after him is because of exactly this. He's in range of my other guys.
Good to go. Solid connection on that one.
They're shooting in my back, which that's the one drawback of going over there and doing what I did.
Ready for orders.
Roger that. Engaging.
I, it's almost unfair. Although you do take a beating when you're going up to do melee like that.
Standing by.
You do take a beating.
Move into position.
And he did hold up against it. And not anymore. Not holding up anymore.
That one's gone.
Alright, we got one more up here. I feel like I need to reserve. Because now he can't indirect fire us. A Thunderbolt, another one.
My internals are taking a beating.
We'll have her go first.
Coordinates received.
Look at that. A left arm, one hit.
What do you need? What's up, boss? On the move. Giving a member. That hit something good.
That should knock him over too.
Damage detected.
Alright, so we can try to finish him off. You can see we destroyed all of his weapons but a large laser. We can go for the headshot. Let's do it. We hit him. I don't know what
Orders?
part we hit.
Copy that. Target eliminated.
Actually, it worked. We got him.
Mission successful.
Alright, we got some decent money. We didn't get any bonuses. Again, we have injuries, but it seems to be par for the course these days. We get a grasshopper and our choice of thunderbolts and quick draws. We are going to make a thunderbolt, which, as you can see, does not have ballistic. It's 5 energy. Now what I could do is make the thunderbolt my energy guy, like what Medusa does, and then maybe switch to the whatever he's using, the cataphract. I think that one does allow ballistic, and I can make the cataphract my ballistic. We can consider that, or we could go for the quick draw, which also does not have. So yeah, let's just take our thunderbolt and maybe hope we get the other stuff. This is a really nice medium laser. Be nice to get that one. And we didn't get the medium laser.
That Nick you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Yeah, see, it's all about jump jets for the Thunderbolt. Alright, I gotta take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. We do have an injury. We got some repairs to do. Those will take a couple days, but we need to travel. So what I was just looking at here is, where am I going to go? I have a quest to go here. It's not super high paying. So I could go there, or I have my priority mission here, which that will continue the story. I am pretty darn certain this is the one where we have to kill the civilians. And of course the guy lies to us, tells us it's not a civilian ship, but it is, and we're going to kill all these civilians just to help satiate that guy's thirst for revenge. It's actually a challenging mission because you have to do certain things before time runs out, because they're all launching at a certain time. And anyways, it can be challenging. And like I said, I wanted to get that rifleman, I know what was going to happen. We came here to do... I gotta stop our work. That's right, we were going to consider, can he do the energy that the cataphract does? Alright, so the cataphract has the bubble thing, which maybe I can keep, right? Because I can maybe use the bubble with my... Because you can see there's one ballistic. I only need one, and that's for the UAC. See, now, if we do this... Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to strip the equipment, but I'm going to leave this on. And you can see the ballistic doesn't need to use that spot, so that's good. If I ever get the thing that gives me plus bonus to aiming, I'm going to have a dilemma, but we'll do that for now. I'll max out the armor, and then I have to... confirm for now.
On it. I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
And then we go to... Well, the dragon's not changing, so we're going to go ahead and just repair that. Then the blackjack, we're going to come in and we're going to strip all the equipment, repair it. So basically we're going to sell the blackjack. Then we're going to come back to... Well, this is the one that's the real challenge. If we strip the equipment... Max out the armor, just for now. And then we're going to go to our energy, right? So we had a coil L. Here you can see there's 3 energy spots, right? Coil L's taking up almost all of it. We had the snub PPC. I mean, we are doing okay, right? I do need to get some heat exchangers in. So we were talking about doing, you know, 1, 2 of those. And then we had, but this takes 5. I think the last guy only took 4. We had these medium lasers, I believe. The PPCs would be too much. Like if I put a PPC in, it's going to be too much. And we still got heat exchange issues. But if we put a medium laser in, like this one, there's room for 3, right? We can get another medium laser in. And then we get another medium laser in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just put 5 energy weapons on this bad boy. And there's still room. This actually might work out. So then the rest of it is we've got a heat sink. Oh, and I guess I never equipped the range. Oh, the rangefinder. Yeah, should go on the other guy, but that's all right. Let's get back to the heatsink issue. So we'll do 1, 2, and 3. And you can see the heat is still an issue. So then the question is I could lose a little bit more. I wish it would tell me how bad. So I'm sinking 39 heat, but an Alpha Strike would do 83 heat worth of damage. So Alpha Strike will generate 83 heat, and I'm going to sink 39 of it. I mean, that sounds about right. Now I can add another 1. And the issue just is I'm reducing my armor again. So I got really poor legs, but the armor is still pretty intact. So then you could say, well, let's add another 1. Or maybe 2. If I add 2, you can see the heat efficiency got a little better. And now we're losing armor in the arms, which means we could potentially lose our arms if they attack us. So, I'm going to go with that. And you could always manually adjust these, right? So we could say, hey, I'm willing to do less back armor, for example. And then you're just telling yourself, I'm never going to turn my back on anybody. I mean, that is a strategy you can do. But yeah, okay, with it the way it is, we're going to... An Alpha Strike would do 83 heat worth of generation, but we're going to sink 42 of it. And you know what? Even with the cataphract, we generated heat, folks. We had times where I had to shut things off to be able to shoot. So I'm okay with this. Let's go ahead and do that.
Right.
Now let's go back to the cataphract. So this guy also had 5 energy. So we did. We had the exact same weapons. And now the bubble shifted, though. The bubble's not on the laser guy. The bubble's on our dude. We're going to put the rangefinder on our dude. And then for the weapons, we're going for the ballistic. And we're doing this UAC-20. As you can see right there. Bam. And we got plenty of room left, but we got to get some ammo on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if we put 4 of those armor or ammo on, they each contain 5 rounds, so he's shooting 2 rounds a shot. So 5, 10, 15, 20, that's 10 rounds worth of ammo. I know it's crazy, but that works. the thing that this is taking 6 tons for the bubble. So I am transferring the bubble over here. And you can see our heat efficiency. We're generating 48 and we're removing 30. That was an issue with the last guy too. Like, we could always put one on, but as you know, it's going to require us... I do want another ammo. I'm going to actually go with 2 more ammo on. And so this is where we're at. We can afford to lose our arms. Heck, we could even start putting some heat sinks on. Right? Put 2 of those bad boys on. Get the arms even weaker. That means we're losing arms all the time. That's what that's going to mean. But, you know, he doesn't move as fast. And we know this because we've been using it for a while, but this works. And this is still more armor than what we had with the Blackjack. So it does work. Here the armor is low. Like, the heatsink thing is probably not as important. So like, let's say I get rid of one of those. Get some armor back. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of the heat sinks. Get all my armor back. And we're carrying the bubble, which is important. Alright, so...
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
lots of work, but we're going to be traveling. And let's go ahead and do our contract. The served cold one. And look, the campaign is at 2.5 stars. So I've been doing 3-star missions with my current guys. So I think we're ready. It's going to take us 12 days to get there. There's at least 12 days worth of repairs and whatnot. So that works. Now this option happens because we have a garden. That was one of the morale things we built. So sure, we'll pay 15 grand. It's not that much money. Morale goes up by 2. We get +3 medical points, which will help us... Actually, our people are fully healed. And here we are. We arrived. I'm not going to proceed. We've got 4 more days left. It's crazy. We have like massive amount of mech tech points versus medical. And you can see it does, like, if you start making massive changes like this, even with our current mechs, it still takes a while. 1 second. Okay, I might get interrupted a few more times. It's inevitable. I start recording and I always get interrupted. But that's alright. I love the people interrupting me. What was my thought here? That's right, we moved. We gotta finish this up. But while we're here, this is interesting. We moved to a place that we can visit the store. And remember, we wanted archers real bad, right? So, but we have one now, so that's not as important. The awesome is awesome. No gripe there. It's a 7 energy. Like, if anything, this is probably the one you ultimately want to get. An 80 tonner. We already have a dragon. Yeah, nothing interesting there. And if we keep going... See, just a regular UAC. And that's it. gonna wait 4 more days,
That work order you submitted?
and then we're gonna launch your contract. This will be an involved mission, and I do remember reloading a crap ton on this one. So we need this guy's help, and of course he's gonna make us go kill all these civilians. Running weapons. I mean, they're even foreshadowing here. It's a high temperature environment. Heat efficient lance. So this is where, okay, we just made, let's see, the cataphract would go here. So we made this guy, right, into an energy machine. This is where, you know, it'd be really nice to have somebody, you know, bring back the SRMs, right? Because again, we got the heat management issue, but man, the SRMs were nice. And what we did was we exchanged the SRMs for our melee dude, and I hope most of you are agreeing that this is quite an upgrade. Like, the way she can just bash people is really impressive, and that is what it's all about. This is just always nice to have. This, I think, has proven himself again and again with the UAC-20. The only question mark is this one. With the energy. The energy does do good damage, and you've seen that. It's just that, you know, with the heat management and whatnot, sometimes you got to get into goofy. I would possibly replace this with an LBX-20 machine. There's that mech that carries the artillery that... I wish there was a Civilopedia that lets you look at mechs.
Command interface initiated.
See, tight timetable to get in there and blow up the fuel reservoir.
Good hunting, Commander. I'll be running ops for you from here.
Okay, so we have 12 rounds until liftoff. You would think that's a lot, but it's not. There's some turret generators, so classic. This is what you have to destroy to destroy the ship. So I have 12 rounds to destroy that. There are turret generators throughout that, then I think even this helps right here. Yeah, that's a turret generator right there. This is not. It's this. So you get two sets of turret generators, and really the key is to take those down. So I could, like, if I go this way, it becomes a bottleneck because you're going through a very narrow thing, and there will be stuff over here shooting at us. Like, we're gonna get hit from all angles. I can possibly go after. Yeah. Okay, so let's bull rush him in. And Behemoth also has to bull rush, right? Because she's all about the melee. And I don't think I can go through that. That's acid. So we'll bull rush.
I copy.
And then YouTuber is going to help them because we're going to provide the bubble. But then Archer, we can move up, right? We can be up here on the hill, and we can shoot whatever.
Roger that.
And then we'll start the next round. $11 rounds left.
We've got company.
Oh, they end up hitting the other mech. I'm gonna try to let them take as many turns as they can.
Roger that. Standing by.
That's one of the turrets.
Damage minimal.
Alright, this one, I think I need to be able to see him
Standing by.
to be able to shoot him. So I gotta wait. If I can get YouTuber to move up, I at least bring the bubble with me. But I'm gonna go ahead and bull rush.
Full throttle.
Bring the bubble up further. He also has the rangefinder thing, so he could see. You know, like we almost have that in range.
Aye, aye.
And then this one, I'm not gonna bull rush. We're gonna walk.
Move into position.
And one of the things I do like about switching to the Thunderbolt is I'm generating the chevrons easier. I believe the Thunderbolt has more movement points, which is nice. So this would be a really good murder death kill. The Wolverine's really low in armor. Let's go with the murder death kill. Oh my goodness. That was
Enemy down.
a lot. So here you can see his heat management. Basically, he's good for about 2 of those. Right here you can see the that is because of our equipment. We're reducing the heat management by 35%, and then this one we only sink 75% of the normal heat.
Commander.
And then this, like, I can shoot a little bit, or I can just bull rush in, because that is her style. And maybe if I bull rush in, I can visualize that turret. So I'm going to try to do that.
Going full speed.
I did generate a lot of chevrons. And this guy... Oh man, I still can't shoot that. I would like to. Why can't I shoot that? Guess I still don't see it. I can go after some of the turrets.
Solid connection on that one. Hell yes. Receiving you.
So I'm back to this guy again. I'm gonna wait. So that means we gotta go reserve here.
Reserving action.
I mean, the chevrons are helpful. And I should use the right evasion, but yeah, I'm just proud that I know the word chevron. Alright, here we go. This I don't think is going to reveal anything new. Although we got another mech up there.
What's up, boss?
This could reveal something new. I got a turret generation. I'm going to move up with my bubble dude. We've got a UAC 20 here. 65, 55.
All weapons committed.
That was phenomenal.
Critical damage detected.
Receiving you.
So if I charge up with this dude, we got an overheat situation, but I can do the coolant vent. And that's decent numbers. I could probably kill this one. Let's go after that one.
Target for now. Nice. Got past his own.
Receiving you.
Okay. I mean, this guy is my melee guy. What I want to do is get that turret generator. So, I'm going to bull rush this way.
Copy that.
I can go after the mech, or I can even shoot this thing. It's got 250 health. I'm not going to be able to destroy it. I'll do some damage to it. I'm going to go ahead and...
Giving you everything I've got.
We're going to go ahead and just hit him.
Target's taking a critical hit.
And then we go to Decker, and I better darn well be able to shoot this. Why not? Why won't it let me... Look, it's letting me even shoot that. Here we go. I can shoot that turret generator. No, I can't. It's not letting me go after that one, but fine. I'm going to go up as close as I can.
Affirmative.
And it won't let me go there. It'll let me go there. Let's at least get this one.
Target acquired.
And so you can see, like, turret,
Target
all destroyed. But these ones are still up.
Warning. Enemy sensor lock detected.
Alright,
Yes, Commander.
so the whole Decker thing, I can't really... I mean, I could shoot at this. I have 9 rounds to do it. Here's what I'm going to do. We're going to save, and then I'm going to reserve. That was a lot of hits, but we're okay.
Ready for orders.
So, clearly if I go here, I can hit that generator. Let's see if YouTuber with my big vision hat, right? Let's get him up there. I don't know if that's now in range, but the big thing though is this is.
All weapons committed.
So we at least finish him off.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Now I go to Decker.
Waiting for orders.
I still can't shoot that. And there's no amount of movement that's gonna... I don't get it.
Good to go.
But then if I do this,
Moving out.
let's try it.
Locking on.
It wasn't enough to destroy it. Can Decker do it now? Yes, he can. Alright, so we're going to do multi-target. This thing has 26 health. So we're going to have one go after him, and then the other one go there.
Multiple targets confirmed.
Generator's down, Commander.
There we go.
That should take their turrets.
That was our biggest threat. In his defense, the captain does refuse.
Let's do what we came here for, Commander. Take that dropship out.
Alright, so we could try to take the dropship out, but I think I need to
Location
focus on these
confirmed.
mechs. Well, actually, that'll help my heat go down.
Affirmative.
And there's more mechs coming,
Good
if
to
I
go.
remember correctly.
Now let's see how you handle this. Critical hit, Commander.
Yeah.
Warning. Armor breached.
We did the right thing though by going after the generators.
Orders.
She hasn't been able to use any of her melee stuff, but we were still able to do some
Solid connection on that one.
good damage with her. And yeah, with the YouTuber here,
All weapons committed. Enemy mech destroyed.
Yes, Commander.
so what we're going to do is we're going to do a melee to get some of our heat to come off. And that takes him out. We still have 8 rounds, so... Now, I do believe they are going to land new mechs here.
Commander,
Like, this mission doesn't end because I destroy this thing. Oh, we got an overheat alert. So sure, I'll...
stabilizing and bracing.
And...
Waiting for orders.
Sure, we'll have Behemoth come up.
Firing.
Incoming transmission.
So yeah, some pretty nasty mechs over here.
Good to go.
So I'm not in a rush. I want to get some of my heat management down. So I am going to just do a normal move. Then maybe do a sensor lock on one of these. So this one, sure, we'll go ahead and do that one.
Sensors.
So there's a dragon. And of course I have the big rangefinder. I'll get these guys into my bubble. And then you see I got massive heat issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let some of that heat come down. Alright, Firestarter is a nothing burger, although they will cause you to gain heat, so he's annoying that way.
Yes, Commander. On my way.
55% is not very exciting. Centurion's just a medium.
Ready for orders.
Whatever one she's in. Maybe it's that one. These two are run-of-the-mill. That one is at least tough. That might be hers right there.
Standing by.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna reserve.
Waiting for the shot.
Waiting for orders.
Let's get YouTuber to go up. Heat's still an issue. So we'll reduce that. Catapult. Oh, that was our direct hits.
Taking heavy hits, Commander. Yes, Commander.
Sure. He's got a lot of evasion going on. But sure.
Confirmed.
Some of it's low.
Roger that.
Yes, Commander.
I do not have the ability to melee him. I can get close. And then there's those three up there. So I think I want to bum rush these three. Yes, I do.
Position confirmed.
Yeah, they made our heat go up big time.
Good to go.
Alright, so Decker can hit just about any of them. And he's got heat issues. So then we're going to sensor lock somebody. And nobody's in sensor lock range. Alright, well. Fine.
Taking a protective stance.
Damage is minor.
They do have some hard-hitting weapons, that's for sure.
Commander.
Alright, so we got... If they do that, I can get behind him. There's an overheat alert. We'll use our coolant vent.
Locking in. All weapons systems.
Yeah, that was definitely a hit.
Losing armor.
Good to go.
I can for sure take him down, or I can bum rush them. Let's take out the one that we're next to.
I wade into it.
The heat generation that he causes.
You will not defeat us. I will break you. Mercenary scum.
I did not expect him to do a melee attack. But he's got his back to YouTuber now.
My armor's getting stripped off.
You swine. I will tear your mech in two.
Was that controlled by her? It does tell you. I thought it did. Sentinel. That's who's controlling. That's their name, just like I'm YouTuber. But I'm gonna hit the rear juicy tender. 65%.
All weapons committed.
Oof, 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 oof. That was so nice. So nice I hit her twice. So which one's Espinoza? That's Gunner. Defender. Yeah, that's just their rank, her class. I don't know which one's her.
Orders.
But we are going to shoot something here. I bet that's her up there. This one I could potentially knock her down.
I copy.
Yeah, with the right leg destroyed
Order
for sure.
critical hit.
Yeah, it's a little brutal.
Damn it. I Got an armor breach.
Orders.
Still didn't kill it.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Receiving you.
Affirmative.
Oh, I got another left leg.
Scored a critical hit.
I'm here. Copy that. I copy. Critical hit, Commander.
Enemy flanking.
Commander?
Yeah, for sure. Always finish off the ones you can.
I will make you suffer before you die.
Actually, I don't think any of them is Espinosa, because it says 2 of 4.
Target neutralized.
I don't know where she is. Definitely got to do YouTuber next, because I still have a back shot lined up. And this is going to stink. It's going to shut me down. But I got to make the shot.
All weapons committed.
Not possible. I can still win this.
Waiting for orders.
Position confirmed. Engaging.
Orders.
So with heat management, I'm going to go up and do a melee.
Moving out. Engaging. Ready for orders.
I think I'm not going to be able to hit this one. But I can sensor lock him, right? Nope.
Holding here.
I'm really glad he missed. Alright, YouTubers. Gotta restart the mech.
Online.
Let's get another melee in.
On my way. That hit something good.
Whatever's left of him, there's not much.
Standing by.
Let's do another melee to get
Coordinates received.
heat management.
Ooh. What's up, boss? Firing full salvo.
I must have killed her because she's not
kill.
showing up anymore. There we
Mission
go.
Successful.
So yeah, I shut down my mech to take her out. That's actually pretty funny, but it was a beautiful back shot. You can't ignore that. Now, I did run the risk that parts of my mech would explode, because when you overheat, that always is a possibility. And of course, we get a negative rip with the pirates for doing this. We get 2 million. A lot of damage. I actually like the shift that we did. It wasn't bad. Cataphract is just as slow as the Blackjack, so no issues there. The Thunderbolt, a little more squishy than the Cataphract, but it was still very manageable. And the Dragon is turning out to be a really nice addition. Here we go. We get to grab 4. And you can see there's a dragon, which we already have, but let's take another one. Catapult, which I know we have 2 of a different kind of catapult. Let's look at the weapons here. This is much nicer than what we have. The double heat sinks are going to be a thing soon. And then we have some 55 tonners. 0 of 3 on the Wolverine. And we ended up getting a few more, which is good. She says a lot of threats for being in jail. Well, here we go. That's big talk for a woman in the cell. I like both of these. They're sarcastic. I mean, in its defense, that captain could have stood down and he didn't. sounds a little insulting. Alright. Okay, so code device is working. Dragon repair. Oh, no. Look at this. I have medium lasers on the dragon. Let's get rid of that one. Replace it with that one. Actually, hold on. Let's go to this one first. We have a 3 accuracy, 25% crit. I'm going to take that one off and replace it with this one. This guy needs to do the most damage.
On it.
Then we're going to go to this one, get rid of the generic one, and replace it with the 25% crit one, because that's at least better than generic. And too bad we can't. I mean, we got 2 really nice one of those, which we could put on if I'm willing to get rid of the gyro. So if I'm willing to toss that, see, there's room for 2. It's just, yeah, she's so good. We're not gonna break a good thing.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
And we got him. It just needs to be repaired. And then this one we can, I think we can safely move it into storage. Alright. So we will have to wait for some repairs, and we have some contracts we can do. Holy crap, a lot of them, in fact. And then for our level ups,
Yes.
as you can see, we're starting to get some nice bonuses going.
Complete.
Receiving you.
Like, that's actually really good, because we were dealing with overheat issues. Honestly, getting the max sprint, I'd rather just increase the overheat again with this one.
Training confirmed, Commander.
What can I do for you?
Ready for orders. Commander.
And Medusa, sure, called shot bonus, base melee,
Mech warrior training complete.
and yeah, we were holding out to finish that out. Get that going.
Training complete.
Alright, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching, stay awesome, and we'll see you on the other side.